Hi, good afternoon, Girl Scouts. Kaydee Tiemann here, coming to you from Keyauwee Program Center. And today we are going to do some jewelry making with our Girl Scout boxes, cookie boxes. So everybody should probably have a box or two at their home. So let me show you what our supplies are going to be. You're going to need a cookie box, a pair of scissors, glue, something to hold your glue with. I'm using a dried up Play-Doh top, a straw or a pen, a paintbrush, and then I have some old nail polishes that we can use too, and some yarn. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making beads out of our Girl Scout cookie boxes. So as you can see, I have all these different beads that I made, and we can make necklaces, earrings, and bracelets out of these beads. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut our box. So we're just going to cut along the seam right here. So that way we can open up our box and it'll look like this. So now I'm just going to cut the sides off my box. And then I'm also going to cut the bottom flaps off my box. Now, there's really three shapes that you can use for the cardboard. Usually when you're doing bead making with paper, you can do a lot of shapes and different things like that. But because the cardboard's so thick, I found that there's really only three things that you can do. And that's the triangle. And it's going to give you a bead that looks like this. Then we have a rectangle. And it'll give you a bead that looks like that. We have the square. And I don't know what I did with that one. And then we have the small rectangle, and it'll give us smaller beads like that. So, and then I have this long rectangle that I made as well, and kind of did a funky little design on the end, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So really what you need to do is, I did this all freehand, but if I wanted a triangle, I would just go in and cut my triangle. If I wanted a rectangle, I would just go in and cut a rectangle. Then I can go and cut strips. So, different ways that you can do that. Now, something that you want to do is when you're cutting out your box, kind of look at your box and see what, like when you're rolling it up, what part you want to use. Like I knew that I wanted to show the peanut butter patties because that's my favorite cookie. So when I cut it out and I rolled it up, I made sure that that part would be showing. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue and you're going to put it in your lid. And you're going to take the piece that you've been working with and you're going to kind of judge it around. Again, the cardboard's thick, so we're just going to help it roll better by just moving it around a little bit. So you can take your pen or your straw, and we're going to use the straw right now. And you're just going to go ahead and start rolling. And when you get right there, you're going to stop. And you're going to add some glue to the picture side of the cardboard. And then you're going to add glue all along the cardboard. Just like that. Then you're just going to take it and you're just going to start rolling it, making sure that you're staying even. And I like to do this slowly so that way I know if I'm getting... I think I'm back. It's really windy at camp today, so the reception's a little off. All right, so we just made our tube bead right there. And so now I'm gonna make this fun little bead. So what I did was I just took a rectangular sheet of paper, and as you can see, I cut little notches on the side, along the side with my scissors, just like this. Ooh. Ooh. So now we have, as you can see, like that. I'm going to take my pen, kind of like I did last time. I'm going to take it and start rolling it and stop right before it meets the cardboard. Add some some glue on the cardboard on the picture side. And then I'm going to glue down the middle of our piece of cardboard. Just like that. And then again, I'm just going to start rolling it slowly, making sure that I keep it even and tight. Should have done a manicure for this. And again, I'm done. So I'm just going to hold it for 20 seconds. Bam. Take it off my pen and then set it over here to dry. We'll hold it for a little bit longer since it's coming undone. So I'm gonna hold that. So as you can see, after I let it dry, I just fluffed out the notches to kind of make this little fun little bead. And you can do that with each one of the triangle, the rectangle, the square, and then the long pieces of cardboard. So what we can do, so I have this piece of cardboard right here, this fun little bead, and then I'm going to take this one and this one and these two. As you can see, mine have been glittered. So I had this old nail polish lying around at the house. And as you can see, it's really thick and doesn't really do a lot. So I just took one of the beads while it was still drying and just painted it with the nail polish, just to add a little bit of sparkle to it, to give it a little something else. So that way it could continue drying with the bead. And then when it's done, it's like that. So I have my piece of yarn here. So I'm going to start with my middle bead, and I'm just going to place it on my yarn. And then I'm going to put a smaller bead. This one has the green dried nail polish on it, but you can't really tell. Oh, there it is. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Then I'm going to add one of these And then I think on this side, you think? Yeah, I think on this side I'm going to add a smaller one. And then maybe this one, my peanut butter patty one. And now I have a really cool necklace that I made out of Girl Scout cookie boxes. Some other things that you can do with these is we just happen to have this earring right here, so I just made some earrings with the cookie box. If you didn't want to make a necklace out of your box, you could turn this into a really fun bracelet. That's kind of cute. Okay. A little different. And then something else that I discovered today was when we were making these is we have these extra side pieces. Remember I told you to cut the side pieces off? And so what I did is I just put some glitter on it. And so now I'm just going to take a hole punch. And I'm just going to put some yarn through it. So I put my yarn through like that. And then I'm going to knot it up. Cut it down a little bit. And then I've just made a bookmark, and I'll probably send this to my grandmother because she's been reading a lot of books these past few weeks. So she needs a new bookmark. So as you can see, there's so many different things that you can do with Girl Scout cookie boxes. So what we would like is if you guys try any of these or any of these beads or come up with your own craft, post a photo below so that we can see them, because I'm really excited to see what kind of crafts you guys are going to come up with. Also, if you have extra newspaper, magazines, or construction paper lying around the house, you can also make these beads with those as well. And it's just a fun little project. So I worked on these last night, and I probably worked on them for an hour, and I just had an absolute blast making them. So this is really fun. So if you guys have any questions, just let us know down below. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to be here with you guys Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock. Join us tonight at 7 o'clock with your family as we do a scavenger hunt for family game night. You guys are going to have so much fun doing a scavenger hunt around your house. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great day. Bye.